You ever have one of those moments that hits so hard it actually stops time? That was me, boots sinking into cold Colorado dirt, standing on the edge of my Uncle Henry's ridge for the first time after inheriting it 120 acres of pure pine sky and mountain air, so sharp it could slice right through whatever city stress I dragged up with me. I'm not the mushy type, but I swear on that ridge with the wind, howling like a stubborn old man, I could almost hear Henry's voice, gravelly deadpan, half warning, half joke. Don't trust those Aspen Ridge HOA folks, Eric. One day they'll come with smiles, next day with lawsuits. Don't trust either. You know what's funny? I used to laugh. I mean, who's going to fight over empty land 2 miles past where the pavement ends? But my uncle wasn't wrong. Before he died, he'd beat those HOA sharks in court after they tried to steal the place, claiming adverse possession, like they could just snatch it because nobody was around to stop them. He won, but if you know anything about people like that, you know they never really go away. They just wait for you to blink. So there I was, titled in my name, dreams in my head, a timber frame house, a big porch, a shop for tinkering, maybe even a couple cabins for friends to come breathe real air and remember what quiet sounds like. Finally, my turn to build something that was mine. But life's got a wild sense of humor. So, right as I started measuring out foundation lines, an old buddy called Eric, we need you in New Zealand. 18 months bridge project pays a fortune. The itch to see the world won out. The land wasn't going anywhere right. Famous last words. Before leaving, I walked the lines with my coffee GPS in hand, marking rocks and trees, some kind of ritual, I guess, to promise I'd come back. I pictured some HOA president trying to get up here, no road, no power, just deer and wind. Let him try. I stored my gear, left the truck with a friend, and flew out, sure that Uncle Henry's land would be right here waiting when I got back. 18 months later, jet-lagged and craving Colorado air, I hit that old dirt road half expecting to see nothing but trees and sky and maybe a mule deer if I was lucky. But you ever have your heart fall out your boots because I rounded that last bend and slammed on the brakes? My wild empty ridge was gone. In its place, a mini ski resort. 2 neat rows of fresh painted cabins, porches with rocking chairs, a playground and a general store with a grinning Aspen Ridge Cabins sign like some kind of mountain Disneyland. Out-of-state SUVs, minivans, tourists in hiking boots. It looked like a postcard, but all I could think was, what in the actual hell? That's when I saw it. A white and red boom gate guarded by some clipboard jockey in mirrored shades. He holds up his palm. Reservation. I'm like, reservation. This is my land, man. I'm Eric Drayton. I own all this. He doesn't blink, just says, need to see proof, sir. Otherwise, you'll need to contact the Aspen Ridge HOA office. That's when the anger starts to simmer. I don't waste my breath, just reverse down the road and park, gripping the wheel so hard I can hear my knuckles creak. County Records Office, next stop. Lady at the counter recognizes my name. Apparently, my uncle's court brawl is local legend. She pulls up my parcel file, and that's when the real gut punch lands. Your deed's still here, but she swivels the monitor. There's a gift deed on file dated months after Uncle Henry's funeral, transferring my land to the Aspen Ridge HOA. His shaky signature, notarized. But the man was dead. I buy a certified copy, handshaking. This isn't squatting, this is fraud. And it gets better, she tells me not a single building permit is on record for any of those shiny new cabins or the playground. I leave with my brain spinning, feeling the old engineer's problem-solving itch mix with a cold kind of fury. Back in my truck, I see an ad pop up, Aspen Ridge Cabins Mountain Getaway Book now. The background, my land. My ridge. I click and the rates are insane. This HOA is pulling in more per week than I ever made in a month. And that's when anger turns surgical. I make a fake reservation under a fake name, pocket a camera, and get ready to play tourist on my own stolen land. Check-in day, I'm back in a ball cap and a flannel I could sweat through. The boom gate opens for Daniel Cross. Cabin 7 is all knotty pine fancy candles, a binder of HOA rules, and a full-color map showing my entire property shaded HOA green. They even renamed part of the ridge for some dead board member real classy. Every page I snap photos. Outside I stroll filming the playground, the sign, the cars. Tourists wave, I smile like I belong, all while thinking about how fast a story like this could blow up. That night I dig into the rental platform. The cabins are booked solid for months, raking in 50 grand every 4 weeks. That's just the start. I text Nate, my banker buddy, and he delivers rental deposits flowing straight into the HOA's account memo line and all. With that forged deed and the cash trail, I'm not looking at a paperwork mix-up, I'm looking at a criminal operation. Then the phone rings. Unknown number. Mr. Drayton. It's Karen Wolf, the HOA queen herself. Voice like ice cubes in expensive gin. I hear you've been asking questions. Let's talk. No lawyers. She offers me 100 grand to sign a document saying the cabins are all theirs. I play it cool, wire up a mic record, every word, let her think she's dealing with a rube. I send the audio to a journalist friend, but I want to light the fire myself. Next night I walk into an Aspen Ridge HOA meeting. The place is packed, Karen at the head table, basking in applause for her vacation program success. When questions open up, I stand. My name's Eric Drayton. I own that land. Silence. She tries the line about a gift deed. I show the crowd my certified copy, big red date, 3 months after Henry's death. Then Nate hits play, and the whole room hears Karen offering a bribe. The board turns on her right there, shouting, grilling her, the HOA's shiny image crumbling like a stale cookie. By sunrise, I'm in my lawyer Frank's office. Bulldog-type gray hair, zero patience. 3 lawsuits, he says. Trespass. Illegal construction. Unjust enrichment. By lunch, the papers are filed. By dinner, word is out. The HOA fights back online, accusing me of destroying affordable vacation housing at $400 a night. Please. Then they stage a protest, rented bus, paid actors holding signs about community, but a quick call to my journalist buddy and it's exposed. The story goes viral. Karen's empire starts to burn. My favorite move, booking every cabin for the same week using fake accounts, then posting big red signs illegally built under legal action. Most guests bail. Rental platforms suspend their listing. Then the county inspector finds out no permits for anything, not even toilets. The walls are closing in. Court day comes, dry air, flickering lights, that weird hum that gets into your bones. Frank lays out every dirty trick. Nate testifies about the money trail. Frank introduces my trademark certificate for Aspen Ridge cabins, registered in my name, a month before the suit. Karen looks like she swallowed a pine cone. The jury's faces go from bored to scandalized, and when they hear the bribe audio, you could hear a pin drop. Verdict. Everything goes back to me: land cabins, profits, legal fees, plus the DA pressing criminal charges. Karen's empire is gone. First thing I do with the new keys, I drive up, toolbox rattling, padlocks ready. The boom gate's been ripped out. No more fake security signs. I walk cabin to cabin, locking each door, letting the wind clean the slate. I find a mug on the porch left behind like the whole scam. County violation stickers flap on a few doors, my own little greeting card for Karen if she ever gets bail. Within a month, we rip out the shoddy wiring, pour real foundations, hire real crews. The cabins come alive, not as an HOA cash grab, but as a place for locals, for veterans, for families who just want a piece of Colorado that isn't buried under red tape. I keep the name Aspen Ridge Cabins now with a cheeky website tagline, built by HOA, owned by me. Opening weekend, the community shows up, kids laughing, vets swapping stories, local families camping under the stars, not a board meeting in sight. Even the news crews come out to film the comeback kid. My lawyer Frank frames the trademark certificate right by the lodge entrance. Former board members show up in their fancy SUVs, faces pinched, but I just wave and tell them the road's open to everyone as long as they book online like the rest. And wouldn't you know, a week later, the old HOA tries to threaten me with a letter claiming trademark infringement. I laughed so hard coffee almost shot out my nose. Frank hangs the legal win like a trophy front and center. By winter, strings of lights glow on the eaves. Smoke rises from the chimneys and kids roast marshmallows in the snow. One little boy asks his dad, "What's an HOA?" The dad grins. "Something you don't need to worry about here." So that's my story. One part nightmare, two parts revenge, a whole lot of Colorado backbone. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever had to fight for what was rightfully yours? Was justice served, or does the system just let bullies win? Drop your stories below. Let's talk about where you draw the line and who really owns your peace of mind.